No free bird. I don't do that one. I can't thank you all enough for coming out tonight. It means so much to me and my family, and all of us that call ourselves MJ's Army. So I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes and tell you how this got started, why it got started, and then I'll tell you a little bit about how this all happened for us and our family. So about 2 years ago, I started having trouble with, my hand, and I was playing basketball, and my brothers may argue otherwise, but I was actually pretty good, and I was better than them, and my shot kept coming up short, and I'm usually money. It's usually nothing but net, and I couldn't understand what was going on. So, I sort of blew it off, and that was around Thanksgiving, and then around Christmas, I was raking leaves, and I was really exhausted and tired, and all my muscles felt sore, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And then I started having more trouble with my hand, and I was at work, and I got this whole ergonomic evaluation, and all my friends at Dell know what that is. And, so at the end of the day, I went through, 6 months worth of doctor's visits, and, one thing led to another, and it was my primary care physician, and then my orthoped, and then, we can't figure out what's wrong with you after 3 MRIs, now go to a neurologist. And that's when, June 20th of 2011, I was initially diagnosed with ALS, and nothing prepares you for that moment. There's nothing in this world that can get your head around that. But really, after just 3 or 4 months of getting our head around it, we came up for air, and we knew we were going to do something, and I can't thank my family enough for rallying around me. So this started with my son, my daughter, and my other daughter, Mikey, AJ, and Katie, came up with the idea. And Mikey, I'll give you credit. It was originally your idea. But they all picked it up and ran with it and started selling wristbands. And these nice little blue wristbands that I have on to raise money. And we raised a couple $100. We donated some to ALS TBI, which, as Tish pointed out, was started by a family who we're friends with from Newton, Massachusetts, who a classmate of mine died of ALS, and his brothers really banded together to start a nonprofit company that does drug development for ALS. And the ALS Association, which does just amazing work for families with ALS. So that started our idea of, well, what are we going to do? And all of you have really rallied around this and turned this into, I think, something great. And that is the MJ's Army organization, which primarily does 3 things. We go out and do volunteerism. We're out at least monthly helping ALS families in the community with anything they need. It could be yard work, it could be housework, it could be basic care and needs. In some cases it's resources, in some cases it's gift cards, but we're out there in the community, and it's all of you helping these 35 or so families that are dealing with ALS. Just a fact, right? Late stages of ALS, just nursing care alone can cost over $200,000 a year. Many families don't have those resources, and that's why we really started this organization. to help those who can't, because we can, and that's what I appreciate so much. The other thing we do is we provide funding to 2 organizations, as I pointed out, the ALS Association and ALS TDI. So it's family care, it's therapy development, and last, it's awareness. It's events like this. I bet you all knew what ALS was, or kind of knew, but didn't really know. I bet you know a lot more now. I bet you've looked at the internet. I bet you maybe through our web page, maybe through our Facebook page, maybe through your own. You're curious. I know I spent a lot of time online looking at things. So if nothing else, the awareness, I think, goes a long way. So I do want to thank, there's a lot of people who came tonight, and a lot of people came a long way. I definitely want to thank my family for coming out tonight. I want to thank all our volunteers, everybody who put this event together. And last but not least, I want to thank my wife, Libby. So, I think we've got so what did you think of the beer? Good? How about, the pizza's good? Yeah. All right. Pasta's good? Yeah. All right. How about the auction items, all right? All right, well, we're going to kickstart this thing. We're going to get the live auction going.